I am becoming one with the blizzard. I must see to it that this blizzard stops. The blizzard has stopped. Hello there, everybody, and welcome to part 74 of Pokemon Sword. So on the last time with Pokemon Sword, we grew some Shade Root carrots for Calyrex's loyal steed, Spectrier, or Glasstrier, depending on whether you've grown the carrots at Snowslide Slope, you know, whichever one you prefer. And we managed to stop Spectrier from ravaging the village. So now what we have to do is we have to speak to Calyrex to see what happens now. You have my thanks for protecting the village, human child. Were I at my full power, I could have tamed my steed and regained its loyalty. But weakened as I am now, the most I could do was influence its will and make it depart. If only I had the reins of unity, they would have allowed me to tame my steed in short order. Well, we need a flower. What's that? We can make a set of reins with the mane hair from my loyal steed and a flower that I can grow? A flower. A flower. Yes, but of course. I had assumed that the humans stopped making the reins of unity because they had lost their faith in me. But it was because I lost the power to grow the material needed. I have spent far too long holding my misguided assumptions, it seems. It has been many centuries since I was able to grow a radiant flower. Doing so drains much of my power. But for whatever reason, a fraction of my power seems to have returned to me just now. Convenient. There is only one thing to be done. Let the radiant flower bloom. Crownus Plumus! You definitely got that from Hogwarts, buddy. Take this, human child. A radiant petal, conveniently. We have the necessary materials that we need. It shames me to admit it, but a whole flower is beyond me right now. I do not know if that petal will be enough, but I still must ask you that you try to create the reins of unity with it. The descendants of the family who once made the reins for me should still live in the village. I put my hopes on you, human child. You know what? I gotta feel bad for Peony, dude. Like, he didn't even deserve this. He didn't even deserve this. I mean, he's just a dad. I mean, he's just a dude. He's just a dude. Looking out for his Nia. Again, I question Nia. But, dude, are we really just gonna let him sleep during all this? During the most exciting portions of the adventure that we're having? Yes, we are. Oh, hello again, savior of our village. Come to do some more reading? I need a favor. I beg your pardon? You want me to make a set of the reins of unity? Well, I say, that presents a bit of a problem. If my dear great-granddad were still around, he'd been able to make you a set. But unfortunately, we've no one left who knows the traditional ways at this point. What's more, I doubt you have the flower you'd need to forge a set of the reins. I got a petal? Is that a petal from a radiant flower? If so, would that not mean that the king has truly? No, I dare not hope. If I recall, my ancestors made reins of unity by following the ways passed down in fairy tales. There were two key materials, a flower and hairs from a Pokémon. But I'm afraid those old traditions have long since faded from memory. Still, how could I refuse a favor from such a kind and helpful guest? The materials, if you please. I can't promise this will turn out as well as the ones that my granddad would have made, but... Time to breathe life back into the traditions of my village. Clack, clack, click, clack. Whir. Harumph! I'm afraid it hasn't come out well at all. I fancy myself a crafty enough sort, but I suppose it'd take a craftsman of truly delicate technique to make such fine reins. Oh, please don't look so dejected. I'm very sorry. I am. Oi, Mr. Mayor! The hot water in my shower seems to have gone on holiday. Yes, terribly sorry. I'll have a look at it soon. Oh, you're here too, Chief? Were you in the middle of something? The pair of you seem awful gloomy. What? Is that all? So, all you need to do is make some nice cord. Pass me those materials for a mo. All right. Got my pedal, got my hair. Now, what am I supposed to do with them? If I may be so bold, allow me to share a song that survives from the legends. Blossom woven round and round, a royal gift in Maine's hair bound. Steady on, old bloke, the singing's a bit much. Oh well, that will do for an answer. All finished. Have a look. Think this'll do? Holy shit, dude. You are amazing. Cords that shine when you hold them up to the light. The people of old times presented these to the king to express their gratitude. You're more capable than your face lets on. These reigns of unity are the spitting image of those in my family's tales. Yeah. I don't sew all my rebellious daughters' clothes for nothing, you know. Even the explorer's outfit I gave you was handmade by yours truly, Chief. Ahem. In any case, it seems you got the reins of unity you need. Isn't that just smashing? No, I'm sorry, we gotta go with the Nigel Thornberry thing. Why isn't that just smashing? Surely the tuft of the black mane hair and the radiant petal must have been genuine. No impossible perish the thought. Yes, Peony, you finally did something, buddy. I appreciate that, man. I appreciate you not just being another vessel and other such stuff. Would you believe it? I caught myself falling asleep outside again. I was chilled to the bone, so I thought I'd warm myself up with a good hot shower at our base. But the water was coming out ice cold. I got ultra mega surprised and just jumped out of the... Bleh! Jesus Christ, dude. Calyrex, you are just doing free real estate at this point. Human child, were you able to make the reins of unity? Chief Peony did. Indeed. This man has done so much to aid me. I do hope I can repay him sometime. I have good news of my own. I was finally able to track down my loyal steed. Spectrier is making its home at the Crown Shrine. It is a place where my loyal steed and I spent much time together. I had been avoiding the place as I feared I would get trapped in mine own nostalgia. Why has my loyal steed made its shrine its home? Is it reminiscing about our time together? No, it can't be. The Crown Shrine stands majestically atop of the mountain to the north. Bring the carrot and the reins of unity and meet me there. I shall hasten there now, but you may come when you feel you are ready. I am counting on you, child. Using the main hair I got from defeating the Pokémon that was once the loyal King's steed, along with the radiant petal made by Calyrex itself, I was able to recreate the Reigns of Unity. Wow, way to take the credit, us! Now I need to head to the Crown Shrine where the steed's been living to meet up with Calyrex. So, unfortunately, as of right now, the Crown Shrine isn't a skip travel point, and the closest would be the Snow Slide Slope. So, unfortunate as that may be, we're going to have to huff it all the way over there. However, very thankfully, this also gives me an opportunity to finally catch at least one of these mons, because, gosh diddly darn it, I really want Metagross so bad. I just really want it, dude. Again, it gives me the opportunity to catch some Pokemon, so... Why? I mean, I get that their catch rates are low, but Jesus. Freaking Christ, dude. Yeah! I got Mimikyu, baby! And it's about damn time that critical capture seems to be taking into effect right now. I could have used that like a while ago. Mimikyu, the disguised Pokemon. It wears a rag fashioned into a Pikachu costume in an effort to make it look less scary. Unfortunately, the costume only makes it creepier. So Mimikyu is a rather interesting Pokemon, because of the sole fact that in the anime, it's scary. Plus, its signature ability, Disguised, means that once per battle, the shroud that covers the Pokemon can protect it from one attack. So, no matter what, you aren't going to take any damage from the first attack. So, that's really good. I mean, unless you're buffeted by like some weather or something, then probably. But otherwise, Mimikyu is a really good Pokemon because of that. It's been used in competitive teams before, I think, so maybe. Along the way, actually, let's go into the lower parts of here. Let's do that. Because over here is a TR. TR-15, Fire Blast. You've seen how good this is on Charizard that literally sweeps teams. Thank you, Leon. I really appreciate you sweeping my other teams with Fire Blast. Here you can get safety goggles, which protects the holder from both weather-related damage and powder-based items. So, for example, I have a bright powder, I believe it is. Like, any kind of powder. Yes, bright powder. That lowers the Pokemon's accuracy. However, thanks to safety goggles, the holder wouldn't be harmed by the effects of the powder. So, that's good. It's pretty damn good. And there's nothing over there. Here we are. Crown Shrine, where we first had a little glimpse of what was to come. I kind of want to save just in case. So let's see. I have been waiting, human child. The Crown Shrine is a place I once called home. Spectrier must think me helpless now that I have lost my powers. It taunts me by making this place its own dwelling. Ah, I see you have indeed brought me the Reins of Unity. You have my thanks, child. Ah, the feeling of holding these again. The color, the way they shine in the light. Oh, how this brings back memories. Spectrier is a very proud Pokemon. One might even call it arrogant. It will not accept me as its master again unless I am able to prove that my power outweighs its own. I will use the Reins of Unity to pour my power into the very body of my loyal steed. That should convince it that I am indeed still deserving of its loyalty. Now, human child, in order to lure my loyal steed to me, place the Shade Root Carrot in the basket near where Spectrier's made its bed. I shall do that. The time has come, human child. But you have successfully defeated my loyal steed once already. It will not willingly approach anyone who considers it to be a threat. We must hide and wait for it to appear. What in the world? Such a huge noggin, and it's got a ride. Well, it can talk? What do you want? Huh? I got no idea what you're saying, but somehow it also makes sense. Hold the phone. What in the world are you anyway? Oh, not again. Ugh. As I say, free real estate. Human child. Thanks to your efforts, I have been reunited with my loyal steed. I am now finally at my full power. I was convinced that the people no longer believed in me, and I had also lost my loyal steed. I was trapped in the throes of deep loneliness. But you saved me. There are truly no words with which to fully express my gratitude to you. So, I have a suggestion. If you're able to catch me, even with my powers restored, it will prove your worth beyond any doubt, and I will lend you my strength on your journey. Once you have readied yourself, come face me. But first, I should get this man back to where I found him. It would be no good to let him freeze out in this frigid climb. Buddy, I don't know how you do it, but you're a Pokemon with a big head and on a horse, so I guess I can forgive you for that. All right, Calyrex, let's go. Here we go with Calyrex, the mascot of the Crown Tundra. And it's in its Shadow Rider form. Calyrex as a Pokemon regularly isn't really that great. I mean, in terms of stats, it has 80 across the board minus HP, which is at its 100. So Calyrex may not be so good in its base form. However, that's what the rider forms are for. If you have chosen to grow Shade Root carrots, you'll be able to eventually fight Shadow Rider Calyrex. Which, honestly, I prefer that one. Because of the sole fact that its speed is base 150. And its special attack is 165. So, it's a special sweeper above all else. Plus, I feel like its typing is better. Because Shadow Rider Calyrex is Psychic Ghost type. Meaning that it only has two weaknesses. It's Ghost and Dark type as its weaknesses. Even if they're 4 times, I still honestly prefer it to the Ice Rider form. Which, you know, Ice type, it's the worst defensive typing in the game, so that's kind of unfortunate. But even so, Shadow Rider is pretty good. Pretty good. For its level up moves, when it comes to special moves, it gains Solar Beam. It has Icy Wind, Giga Drain, Icicle Spear if you really, really want to go that far. And in terms of TRs, you get Ice Beam and Blizzard along with Shadow Ball. So nothing beyond the usual stuff, but it's still pretty good. It's still pretty good when it comes to special moves. And even so, you can also get Expanding Force with the Isle of Armor move tutor. Anyway, moving right along to Ice Rider, despite the fact that it's Ice type and it has plenty of weaknesses, it honestly kind of sort of makes it up for it with having a big focus on being a wall. Meaning that it has 165 base attack, 150 defense, 130 special defense, and 100 HP. So while its defenses are good, unfortunately the Ice type, once again, it has just so many weaknesses. Fire, Ghost, Dark, Flying, and Poison. You know, that's just one too many weaknesses. And it has a 4 times weakness to Bug. Which is, well, actually no, because, well, that's what I'm looking at the regular Calyrex for. It doesn't have any 4 times weaknesses, so that's fine. But with the focus on physical attacks, you can honestly do worse, I guess. Or better, I suppose. In terms of physical moves, you get Solar Blade, which is nice, with TMs and TRs. Along with Avalanche, Psycho Cut, Bulldoze, Phantom Force. Those always work out good. And you can even get Outrage and Mega Horn from it, so it's got the good moves. It's got the good moves. It's just that Ice Rider's typing is unfortunate. Calyrex in its Rider forms have 2 signature moves. Ice Rider has Glacial Lance, which is a 130 power, 100 accuracy move. Ice type physical move. Meanwhile, Shadow Riders has Astral Barrage. 120 power and 100 accuracy with 5 PP. Same goes for Glacial Lance. So, yeah, that was pretty long, but that's the kind of thing you would expect from Calyrex. A really good Pokemon statistically, either way you look at it. When fighting it, it's level 80. And whatever form you choose to take it in. So I'm fighting Shadow Rider Calyrex. So that means it's going to come packed in with Astral Barrage, I believe. So I don't know the definitive moveset, but we're going to try Quick Balls anyway. Hopefully this works out. Nope. Why do Quick Balls curse me? So it's going to do Agility, which is kind of unfortunate. So we're going to want to do Bulldoze. We're going to want to do Bulldoze in order to decrease its speed a little bit. And unfortunately, since it's not night out, we can't rely on Dusk Balls. So we're just going to have to stick with the old Ultra Ball strategy for right now. And there it is, Astral Barrage. But since Fluffy's a Ghost type, or a normal type, haha, idiot. What should I do? I kind of don't want to go for another Bulldoze, because what if I accidentally KO it? So I think we'll be just good with sticking to the balls. As for catch rate, Calyrex has base 3% catch rate, or 3 out of 255, so unfortunate, but we must work with what we can do, am I right? Oh, and by the way, normally Calyrex would be Psychic Grass type, same type as Celebi. And yeah, you're not wrong. You're not wrong with that beginning, because Calyrex Rider abilities makes it so that it has 2 abilities at once. So you have the ability of Calyrex, which is Unnerve, and in my case, Grim Neigh, which boosts its special attack. And given the fact that you're unable to eat berries at all, that's pretty impressive. Meanwhile, Ice Rider Calyrex and Glastrier will come with the ability Chilling Neigh, which boosts its attack stat. So basically, it's the legendary version of Moxie in a way. I'm going to put up a light screen, and hopefully that will get me safe for at least 5 turns while I try to chuck my balls at this thing. That makes it sound really worse than it actually is, but trust me, it makes sense. I'm hoping that Discharge won't accidentally KO it, or it doesn't get critted. I'm hoping. Okay, good. Alright, let's continue to do the Ultra Balls. Unfortunately, I highly doubt that I'll be able to get the, I won't get any, like, additional effects out of it, so that's rather unfortunate. Ugh! I got critted. Of course I did. But I suppose I might as well just let you listen to the music, because Calyrex's battle theme is so good. If I fail to catch it, then I'll let you listen. Okay, here you go. Ooh, baby! Ooh! Yeah, Calyrex's battle theme bangs. But I was able to get it in an Ultra Ball. Yes, sir! Alright, so we got both Calyrex and Spectrier. The High King Pokemon, Shadow Rider form. It's said that Calyrex and a Pokemon had bonded with it and ran all the way across the Galar region to bring green to the wastelands. Ooh. Oh my god. And by the way, if I didn't go over this, Spectrier and Glastrier all by themselves, they each carry the stats their respective stats of what you would expect. So, Spectrier being the more, special attack based of the two, special sweeper of the two, and Glastrier being a wall and a good physical attacker, despite the fact that it's ice type. So that's why I went over, them in great detail. Oh wait, did I check the stats though? Attack. Well, it's not really good in attack anyway, so I think I'll be fine with that. But still, you can't go wrong with 280 plus special attack, so that's awesome. Human child. No, I should refer to you by your name now. Charlie. I look forward to what adventures we might have together. How in the hell did you get this number? Hello? That you, Chief? It's me, Peony. I just had a dream about a big-headed Pokemon talking on and on about a weird shrine. There you were there too, Chief. It felt so real. I got worried about you and decided I'd better give you a call and check in. You haven't hurt yourself, have you, Chief? Not in a bunch of trouble, are you? Everything's under control. I'm good. Ah, good to hear. Guess I got worried about nothing then. The Peony Exploration Team is all about the safety and well-being of its members, after all. Be careful on your way back now, too, you hear? No expedition's over until you're safe and sound back at home base. Calyrex, the king of the bountiful harvest, was able to reconnect with its loyal steed using the new reins of unity. Calyrex also seems to have regained its trust in humankind. As thanks for helping it regain its power, Calyrex is allowing me to take it along on my adventure. Let's just take a good look at this place, because the music is kind of serene here. I kind of like it. As much as I think the story for a Calyrex is, you know, pretty good. But it is pretty interesting that a legendary Pokemon would have, like, any story at all, or any connection. Like, honestly, I didn't really say this before, so allow me to divert things a little bit. Which, I didn't say anything about the Zacian and Zamazenta story, but I feel like this is a good time to do it, since we've had this story already with Calyrex and you basically getting a connection. I kind of wish that Zacian or Zamazenta, depending on your version, had a bit more connection to the player. Like, once every few badges, the your version's legendary would appear to you, like, probably through, like, a vision or something, or maybe it's calling you back to the slumbering wheel to you, and asking it to give you a test of strength or something to see how far you've come. And yeah, that's kind of what I wish would happen in the main story, is that Zacian and Zamazenta are really cool legendary Pokemon, and it's pretty neat that you get sort of a connection with the legendary Pokemon, continuing on from Sun and Moon without giving away too much. But I just wish there was a little bit more of Zacian and Zamazenta, you know? That's why this story did what Zacian and Zamazenta didn't, which is give the player a connection to Calyrex and learning about its story, about how it lost its powers, assuming that it lost its powers because human faith had died out. Zacian and Zamazenta would have been really great legendaries if there were to be more of an established connection between the player and Hop, and also Zacian and Zamazenta, but, you know, it probably just wasn't meant to be. So, yeah, that's kind of my thoughts on that. Like, even though the cutscene where you team up with Zacian and Zamazenta to defeat Eternatus is really cool, the connection that it probably would have given the player had the story had a little bit more time to develop would have made that moment so much better. However, that's that. Let's report back to Peony and tell him about our adventure. So, let's check in. What? You really caught Calyrex from the legends? That's ultra mega brilliant! Report away! That noggin's massive! Is that the king of bountiful harvests? The one calling the shots around here? Huh. I could swear I've seen it before. Or then again, maybe not. Anyway, it's definitely regal of it to have a steed. And that massive head does sort of resemble a crown. It's kingly enough at any rate. Let's just call this a successful expedition. Looks like you've reported all there is to report on Legendary Clue 1 in the King of Bountiful Harvests. Smashin'! I'll mark this expedition done. And there it is. So, Now with that out of the way, we only have 2 stories left. We have the Legendary Giants and Legendary Bird Pokemon left. But you can also get some adventure hints from Peony as well. Which adventures you got you feeling stuck. So, you can basically, if you're ever in need of a hint, not that you would anyway, given the fact that the game tells you where to go next anyway, but it's always nice to have an extra set of hints, you know? I'm just saying, it's nice to have. But regardless of which, we are done with that expedition. Next time on Pokemon Sword, we're going on another expedition. See you guys on the next time. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.